right before, this was actually, COVID was already starting when all of this was going on. So this JAGSoM is actually a COVID-born school. So it is right now coming out of the COVID, broken out of the cocoon that COVID kind of enveloped all of us for the last 2 years. So it is coming out now, and it is blossoming. It's not just coming out, it's blossoming. Because just putting Professor Sheth's name on the school has opened a lot of doors in a lot of different ways. And I won't go into all of those things because the branding has really made a big difference. And the most recent accolade that we have received for JAGSoM is what Atish mentioned, and that is the reaccreditation was obtained for JAGSoM for all its programs across both campuses.
It will have a different number, but we are exactly speaking about the same essentially. So you explained it very well. The equivalence is what you just said. 60 CPS is 1 full year of academic work.
So as Santiago already mentioned, KEDGE is the #1 school when it comes to industry relations. So we have more than 100 companies coming to our campuses. In fact, I can give you a snapshot of when I was a student. So hundreds of companies would be coming to the KEDGE campuses for job fairs, and the companies would be very well-known companies like Deloitte and KPMGs and Microsoft, and they would be coming to the campus, interviewing students and offering jobs to these students who are eligible. The second way is, as Professor Atish mentioned, having the access to alumni network. KEDGE has the largest alumni network in France with more than 75,000 alums working across the globe, more than 100 in India itself. So students would have opportunities with these alumni association as well, where they can apply for jobs. Thirdly, students would also be able to apply for jobs in India because more than 1,000 French companies are working in India. So they would have access to Indo-French Chamber of Commerce, and they become something called France alumni. Once these students, they become France alumni, they get two things. Number one, access to all the jobs by French companies in India. And to give you an example, companies like Decathlon, companies like Capgemini, companies like Total, Orange, these companies are based in India, and they would be very happy to hire these students. The second benefit that these students would have is the work permit. 580 euros, which is recommended by the government. So that is the minimum they would be expecting during their internships. However, that's not the average. The average salaries for interns at KEDGE regarding, and I can only talk about Indian students, having worked with Indian students for the past 7 years, the average is around 800 to 1,000 euros, which is what they can expect in cities like Marseille or Bordeaux. Paris being more expensive, so the salaries go a little higher, they can expect more, and this was all about the internship. As soon as they graduate, they can expect a salary anywhere between 30,000 to 40,000 euros. And this is regarding the undergrad program. For the masters, it can go as high as 50,000 euros as well. I hope that answers the question regarding the average salaries.
Usually it starts from next year, okay? However, if some students, they are interested in pursuing studies at KEDGE after they are, or while they are now at JAGSoM, they should contact their academic advisor in JAGSoM, see exactly the academic credit that they have obtained and the equivalence, and depending on that, we will be able to give an answer. We don't have a clear-cut answer for every case. It's a case-by-case basis. What is certain is that every student starting in the new program, yes, they will be eligible, and they are in fact expected to complete 2 + 2 years, India and France.
This is a very important program for not just for JAGSoM but also for India. It is first of its kind in the sense that a top European school, which is both in FT ranked in terms of top 50 and also QS World University ranking top 50, and a triple crown school like KEDGE from France, which is having campuses not just in Europe but also in Beijing, collaborating with a AACSP accredited school in India, which is JAGSoM, and the students from India have the opportunity to study 2 years in India and 2 years in KEDGE at France, and with an opportunity with a career in Europe. The most important aspect is that it is a very affordable program, and the total cost across the two campuses, 2 years in India plus 2 years in Europe, will be around Indian rupees 20 lakhs, which makes it very affordable at the same time a top-end global program. I think that's very important for the Indian parents to make education affordable and providing access to what is global careers for our Indian students. I am Atish Chattopadhyay. I am the Vice Chancellor of Vijayabhumi University and the Director of Jagdish School of Management.
Yeah, let me add to what Professor Atish already said. I've done most of my professional work in the United States, and I'm very familiar with how universities operate there. I've been working there in the education field for over 50 years, and what I can say is that this program, which is a unique blend of two different cultures and two different countries and two different excellent business schools, will produce results that are not replicated in very many universities. There are just a few universities that offer a broad-based global program like this. So I think it's a great opportunity for students in India to experience and become better professionals in a global context, prepared for the new age types of industries around the globe. So I think this is a very, very unique opportunity for students in India looking for a global and cultural experience. I am A. Parasuraman, and I am Pro-Chancellor of Vijayabhumi University and a mentor to the A.M. Parasuraman Center for Excellence at JAGSoM.